guys finish last. That's why I'll treat you like trash. It's not what I really wanna do.
But you only date bad guys and... Alright guys, so enough with that beginning music. I thought it would seem fitting that I'd include that in there with a little bit of my own voice towards the end there, but maybe I have a career in singing. I don't know. We'll see about this, but seems like a fitting topic to talk about these days. Obviously, that audio clip was taken from a video that I posted on my Facebook fan page for GamersBeverage. It is titled "Nice Guys." So essentially what I wanted to talk to you guys about, and yes, this is another serious topic of stuff to go over, I guess, in a sense, and it's a little bit, you know, taking from my own life and a little bit from what I've seen around me, what I've seen girls do, what I've seen guys do, and things like that. And essentially it's just, you know, nice guys finish last. That's the topic that a lot of people tend to throw around. A lot of people tend to say, you know, if you're a nice guy, you're just gonna get stomped all over, you're gonna get stepped on, you're gonna get pushed aside all the time, and you're never really gonna get that pretty girl or that amazing girlfriend that you really want, or that somebody that you want to spend the rest of your life with. And I'll be honest with you guys, it's probably, you know, 100% true. It happens all the time. Girls for some reason are attracted to the bad boys, the bad guy, you know, the one with the wife beater, the tattoos, the one that doesn't really treat her the best possible way, and he doesn't treat women properly. He doesn't treat women the way that they should be treated. He doesn't, you know, open the door for them. He doesn't, you know, pay for their meals from time to time. He doesn't, you know, listen to them. He essentially just takes them for granted and kind of, you know, just goes from there. So I've experienced this in my life too. You know, there's been plenty of the girls that I've wanted to, you know, date. I wanted to see. I wanted to get to know, and they pretty much just did not want to do anything. You know, they didn't want to have anything to do with me because of the fact that, you know, I was too nice. You know, to them I was more of just a friend that they like to rely on and talk to all the time, and they didn't really pursue anything else other than that. And when I quickly, you know, caught on to this nice guys finish last model, then I kind of did a 180, and I decided to do what all these bad guys are essentially doing. You know, try to you know, treat them the way they obviously, you know, want to be treated if they're going for these guys. And I'll tell you guys, it does work. It does work quite well when you treat a girl like as if you're not interested in them, as if they don't really matter. Then that just makes them want you even more. Now, it might sound weird, and, you know, some of you guys might disagree with me. Even maybe some of my GamersBeverage fans that are girls will disagree with me, but one way or another, it is kind of true, because there are tons of girls out there that do love that aspect of kind of, it's almost exhilarating to them to have somebody that's, you know, exciting, and somebody that's, you know, a bad boy, somebody that gives them a little bit of a like, it's like a refreshment in their life, that they're constantly like on the edge, and it's exhilarating to them, and it's exciting. And then for some reason, that's what girls are almost attracted to. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really know everything about girls, but I've been in a relationship for about 2 years now, and it's kind of funny, but my relationship actually started this way with Sleepy 12. It's, you know, you guys asked me, like, how did I meet Sleepy 12? Essentially, like, I met her through a friend of a friend, essentially. And we at the time when I first met her, I was actually seeing somebody else, and I then met her again about 2 months later at some school function, and I acted as if I wasn't interested. And, you know, I asked her out for, you know, ice cream, and we went out, had some ice cream, and then I just pretended like I didn't really care. You know, I didn't call her back. I didn't really make any effort to see her again. But then she just kept coming back, and I like to call this call her a little bit of a stalker at this point, because she did kind of stalk me afterwards, because I guess she really liked me at that point, because she saw something in me that clearly, you know, it was there, but I was trying my best to hide it. And the fact was that I at heart am a nice guy. You know, I will always, you know, hold the door open for a girl. I'll always try my best to be nice to them, courteous to them, always listen, always listen to what they're saying, you know, never just nod your head and say, yeah, I got you, yeah. You know, always listen to what they have to say. And if you follow essentially just that one simple rule, by just listening to what they want to say and treat them with respect, you're gonna have the best relationship in your life. And if a girl doesn't treat you with the same respect back, then clearly she probably doesn't respect you at all. And as much as it hurts to say this, or as much as it hurts to think about this at, you know, any given time in your relationship, if she's not treating you properly, don't drag it on. You know, it's I don't know who I saw this with. Somebody's posted this on I think Twitter or something, or on one of my Facebook friends posts, but somebody related a relationship that wasn't working out to a cactus. Essentially, the longer you hold on to a cactus, and the longer you squeeze onto it and hold it tighter, the more it hurts. And it couldn't be more true about a relationship. If you're holding on to a relationship that doesn't work, and essentially is just holding on by a thread or by a needle, it's only gonna hurt more and more as you progress through it. And I had tons of friends that have been always asking me, like, what should I do in this situation? Like, should I just, you know, forget about her? Should I just move on? And I tell them the same thing every single time. If you're asking me this question right now, you already know the answer to it. If you're asking me, like, what should I do in this relationship, you clearly, wow, that was a fail on there on my shooting aspects right there on the game. But you get back to this, but clearly, like, if you're asking me this question, then you obviously know the answer to it yourself. You don't necessarily want to be with this person anymore. And the whole aspect of being a nice guy, yes, it's going to be hard for you to find a girl. But when you do find a girl that does respect the fact that you are a nice guy and that she won't take advantage of it, you're going to be in one of the best relationships of your life. So always, you know, strive to be the best that you can. Strive to be a nice guy, even though it might seem at certain points in time in your life that you need to be something different. You have to be somebody else in order to get somewhere in life, in order to get the girl you kind of want. And if you have to try really hard to get the girl that you want, maybe it's not the girl that you really need, and it's maybe somebody that you can find somebody else that will not necessarily fit your image of what a perfect girl for you would be, but more of what you would think would be the best person for you. So that's my kind of little advice on there as to like what relationships lead to. And with Sleepy and myself, you know, we're in a great relationship. We trust each other. We talk to each other almost every day. And you know, even though the fact that she did stalk me a little bit at the beginning, and I did act a little bit of a douchebag at the beginning to her, where I didn't really call her back, and I didn't try my best to try my best to just make this relationship work. I essentially just try to play the cool guy that just really didn't really care too much about the fact that like, I almost thought I was too good to have a girlfriend at that point in time, because I was burned so many times by different girls in different relationships. I had actually I was with the girl previously when I met Sleepy, but that girl, we just mutually ended it, and we're still good friends. But the girl before that, I had she had actually cheated on me, and I guess that will be like a completely different commentary subject later on in my serious commentary series, because I've gone through a lot. I've gone through points in my life where girls have cheated on me, and I essentially like poured my heart out. I poured out my wallet, in the sense, like, I paid for most of the stuff that we were doing together. I'd always pay for meals. I would always drive everywhere, and whenever we went somewhere, I would pay for it. And it's a little bit taxing at that point, where you invest so much not so much money, but so many emotions into that it gets to the point where you don't want to let go of this relationship because you've invested so much. And once again, it's like a cactus. You just have to let it go, because the longer you hold on to it, when you try to forgive somebody for cheating on you, it's never gonna work. It's essentially never gonna work. And I'm gonna repeat that. It's not gonna work. If somebody's cheating on you, and you know, you get over that hump or that problem in your relationship, it's always gonna creep up and it's always gonna come back at you. So I'll talk more about that subject later on. But once again, you know, if you're a nice guy, stay a nice guy, because in the end, you're gonna end up with a girl that is gonna last, or pretty much like stand the time, you know, last throughout the entire relationship. She's not gonna cheat on you. She's not going to fool around with you. She's gonna be honest and caring towards you. So that's the best thing you can do in life. And being nice guys, it sets us apart from the douchebags and the assholes in the world. So hopefully, you know, you guys enjoy this little commentary. If you know, maybe you have your own story, leave it down in the descriptions below. Or if maybe you want to hear me talk about something else, definitely leave a comment down below. You know, hit the like button and the favorite, just letting me know that you guys did enjoy this commentary, you enjoyed what I talked about. And this is another, you know, reloaded commentary for Assassin's Creed Brotherhood from my PS Next Generation days. Don't forget to subscribe to GamersBeverage, subscribe to TGN, and obviously these are all my links for my playlists and my Assassin's Creed Revelations playlist, and my Twitter and Facebook. Facebook, definitely check it out, and I'll have the link to the beginning song on my Facebook fan page. Alright guys, take care.